actually working because I can't see any volume on this. But yeah, I'm here in Hong Kong. And this video is mostly about personal transport. As you can see, there's a bike near me, and those are kind of important around here, especially if you want to go around riding around Hong Kong, because the local park is around about, I don't know, 2 kilometers or whatever. Anyway, it's about 2 kilometers to the local park, and probably a bit more if you want to go anywhere special. So I'm saying that local transport is kind of important. Anyway, the topic of today is basically to say that I've been caught riding an electric scooter, and little did I know it's illegal around here. So riding an electric scooter at 9 miles an hour by, if you wanted to know, and I was caught by somebody or cops running up to me, holding my handlebar and basically holding the scooter to ransom before him and his buddies took away my scooter and off me in a van to a police station. Anyway, long story short, took about 5 or 6 hours to be locked up in a prison and to wait for an interviewer, a translator, for me to tell you or go through the initial criminal interview, being arrested. Can't really say more than that, other than, yeah, it's a bit of a no-no here, but I didn't know. I actually bought the scooter for, I don't know, 300-400 quid from a shop in Mongkok, and that was basically a toy shop. There was no rules or regulations, I wasn't told anything, and yeah, it's just, here you go. So basically, buying a scooter is very much legal, but it is illegal to ride a scooter, no matter what speed you're going. All I can say now is that I'm waiting for a trial. It took about 3 months to go back and forth. They did interview me a second time, a month after the initial arrest, and later on they kept fobbing me off, missing the interview time to extend for another time, and make me wait for a month or so until I said enough is enough. I need to fly back to the UK as soon as possible, so can we get this thing sorted out. Anyway, all I could say now is that I've got until this Friday for me to go to the courtroom 1, I think, at 9:30 in the morning, and await further instructions, more or less, that they're going to ask me if I'm guilty or not. Stuck between whether I should say I am guilty or not, because the law states for the electric scooter to be classed as a motorcycle, and they're giving me the full brunt of the law by saying, oh, because he's got a motorbike, you need a crash helmet, you need license, you need for the vehicle to be registered. I looked on the actual website and found out that there's no such thing for an electric scooter, but for a motorbike, yes. And they're trying to get me banged to rights on a dangerous vehicle rather than what essentially is a toy. For the time being, I'm gone through all the emotions of being angry, sad, and pretty much disrespectful of the law around here. Given that it was only a few months that there was chaos around this area for Hong Kong protesters to give their 10 cents of what they thought of the law. And now I'm here facing a traffic violation for riding around on a toy. Anyway, this is me trying to figure out how I should deal with this, and I thought I'd just do a live stream. I thought I might warn others, because anybody who's a tourist around here won't know the law, and they'll probably just buy something from the toy shop thinking nothing of it. Again, when you ride a bike here, yeah, by law you're supposed to ride the bicycle helmet, but nobody ever does around here. I'm thinking nobody ever will, unless they're serious about riding a push bike. Now I've got this thing about my neck, because being arrested means that you have to put your fingerprints into the system, your face and mugshot and everything, and you're basically classed as a criminal, even though what I did was just travel 9 miles an hour on an electric scooter. I actually did some research later on, and I saw that it's not allowed on public roads. What I was riding on was a electric bike, not electric bike, push bike, cycle lane, and because of that, the cycle lane was essentially not connected to the road, so therefore I'm not subject to the laws of the road. But that's kind of like my argument for saying not guilty, because I'm not subjected to the laws of the road. But at the moment, I'm thinking if I do that, it's going to take me a few more visits to the court office to actually prove this. Well, they've already written some flimsy law to say that electric scooter is a motorbike, and therefore the police are trying to push the law, the heavy end of the law, towards me violating the laws as a motorcyclist. Anyway, that's all I've got to say really. I've still got until Friday of this week to figure out whether I should either say I'm guilty, which means that I can pay a fine, probably be a harsh, big fine, God knows, 200-300 quid, probably more actually, or protest my innocence by saying no, it's an electric scooter, I wasn't on the road, and you can't really say that. Besides, there's no information about riding an electric scooter or having insurance for electric scooter or even having registration for electric scooter. And the retailer who sold me this didn't actually tell me anything about this. So when you buy an electric scooter, especially here, you're supposed to know the law and everything, and they're pushing that as a thing. Even though as a tourist myself, I've only been here on an extended stay because of the COVID. I've got to hang around until I can get a cheap flight out to the UK. I've been here longer than I'm supposed to, and I feel a bit cheesed off. But I'm not mad anymore. I'm just sad for Hong Kong. After all, Hong Kong is I thought it was a nice place to visit. It's cheap. You can get decent video electronics. I get my cameras here and drones in here. But to tell you the truth, besides that, there's nothing really going for it. You've got these harsh laws, and yeah, it's family orientated. Oh. It's family orientated, and all I could say is that at the end of the day, this is a big black mark against it, because the way for the future is personal transport and electric transport at that. But they're punishing people who are trying to go against fossil fuels and all that and push for their own electric freedom. Anyway, there is some sort of trial run, but as I'm told, it's somewhere far away, and it's only for certain venues, like a sports venue, and possibly a place where you can't really ride beyond the electric scootering zone of this area. I can't actually remember at the moment. Anyway, this is a trial run. There's also been a trial run in London, and that's been proven to be a failure, because they're using non-private scooters. People are just renting out. And as you all know, or may read about, certain hire push bikes, hire cycles, they've been discarded willy-nilly across the London streets. Same here for Hong Kong version of hiring bikes. I'm not sure if they're going to do the same for scooters for their trial run here, but all I know is that it's not going to work if you're going to be hiring vehicles just to see if this electric scooter trial is going to work or not, because people are going to treat the vehicles like trash. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off now, because I've got nothing more to say other than yeah, you've been warned. Don't buy an electric scooter as of 2020 because you're going to run into some trouble with the law, and there's no proper signage, there's no proper warning, except for me doing this video. I hope you understand, and I hope you can sympathise, even actually, yeah, hopefully you understand, and hopefully you can sympathise, and I hope you don't get into any trouble yourself with an electric scooter, because ideally it's the ideal way to visit the local parks in Hong Kong, but yeah, everything's hidden away, and you've got to figure out if it's legal or not. I'm going to have to figure out how to buy a bicycle now, to see if I'm well within the law of riding where I'm supposed to ride, just to see if there's any parks I can see. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off and just say take care everyone, and hope you don't run into trouble, especially in Hong Kong, about all this stuff. Anyway, cheers, bye.